Three, two, uno. Yeah! Live, ladies and gentlemen. This is number eight. Number eight.
Number 8.
Man, the Oat Show. The Oat Show, like Chris Jericho. Disclaimer, welcome to the Lounge. This podcast will include language, stories, jokes, copyright music. Viewer discretion is advised. Follow us on Instagram, Barrera Studio Lounge. Barrera Studio Lounge. New clips Mondays and Fridays. Listen for free on YouTube. Hosted by me. My Instagram ad is on your screen right now. Follow our new guest, Ian. Follow him. But also, we are brought to you by Tradition Gonzalez. Follow Tradition Gonzalez on Instagram for your booking and musical needs. And for the number on the screen, for you audio-based listeners, I will read it out to you. 817-798-9851. That is 817-798-9851 for La Tradición Gonzalez. We are starting it like this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 1/6 of La Tradición Gonzalez, my friend Ian. Welcome, my friend.
Feels great.
Feels great, dude. Man, how have you been?
Man, I've been doing good.
Yeah, man.
Doing good.
We're talking a lot about different movies, work in between. Obviously, you play music professionally. Holy fuck.
Shit, sounds good when you say that.
Everybody, there's a title for everything.
Yeah.
There is a title for everything, and once you say the proper title, it makes it feel superficial, right?
Yeah.
But man, it goes all the way back from high school. Man, you came in my junior year, the later half of my high school career, me and Ray's, and holy shit, you and your brother just came in. Your brother was the same age as us, and then you were a freshman.
Man, we busted the doors down.
Y'all busted the doors down because they were like, who are these big ass motherfucking like undercover cops? Who the fuck are they? Because goddamn, more built than everybody there. Even the built people were like, goddamn, what the fuck?
No, man, it was a whole shock coming in.
That was a shock because where did y'all move from at first?
We came from South Texas. It's about 9 hours away from here, Brownsville.
Yeah, Brownsville. Yeah, my homies from Brownsville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place down there. Beautiful.
Yeah. It's like more near the border, is it, or no?
Yeah,
no.
You could walk to the border if you want to.
The border.
Yeah, if y'all ever been to South Padre Island, you've just passed through there. It's a beautiful place. It's all farmlands, really.
All farmland.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a whole shock when I moved over here because let's see, big ass buildings.
Like skyscrapers, highways.
I thought hills were mountains when I came over here.
Oh really? God damn! And then the mountains. Well, you probably see more mountains than hills.
Yeah.
But compared to driving near them, you're nowhere near a mountain. But over here, goddamn, it's like you're going up on it, coming down on it. Fuck.
Yeah, I've been here for how long already? 6 years?
Yeah.
6 years?
6 years. Well, it was 3 years, like going on 6, yeah, because that's 5. Yeah. It was 2 years and then 3 more years after because you were in high school 3 more years after me.
Yeah.
Or 2.
2 years.
Yeah, and then you had to go through COVID. So that kind of threw our time for a fucking loop.
Man, don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, and that's one highlight I want to get into. Like, how did you get past COVID, or how did band try to survive COVID? Because I knew in band back then when we did band, you're always down. You're always like the first one. Let's go type shit.
Yeah.
But
those of you already know, music it's my thing.
Yeah,
it's always been my thing.
Always.
Yeah, when I moved here, it was a lot of opportunity when I came here as far as music, work, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Got here, started doing what I needed to do, practicing, and the new brand director came my first year.
Yeah, that was also a shift as well because I had a band director for 2 years.
Yeah, new for y'all too.
And then he left because he found a new opportunity elsewhere that was better suited.
Yeah.
But it happened during the summer. So all of us were kind of in a shock because we were like, oh, we left off and we'll see you back at band camp. Oh, we're back at band camp and there's a new person, new thing, new everything.
Yeah.
It's a whole new ball game.
Man, and I just started working, and as soon as COVID hit, what was it, 2020?
Mm-hmm.
What was that during? It was the end of the school year, was it?
It was end of the semester, so half.
End of the Christmas, right?
Christmas, spring break.
Spring break.
Yeah, that's when it happened because when spring break hit, afterwards y'all stopped going all together.
Yeah, and then you already know Doorband was trying her best to keep us on the ball.
Yeah.
And then he started doing the whole online band practice and
Yeah, because we already had computers. Like y'all, he was instituting a lot of virtual stuff when I was leaving. Thank God.
Y'all,
Fuck.
no, y'all guys got lucky, honestly.
Like, remember we had to play into the fucking computer and the mic was kind of shitty?
It was like
type shit, but blurring people's ears and shit.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. And then it would have to read green or red.
Yeah, I hated it.
I hated that shit. Hated it.
Man, if I failed it, then, man, just imagine other people. I'm not saying anything.
But the audio cut. That was cool.
No.
But just saying. But damn, that was some shit. So he got on the ball real quick when it came to virtual.
He was real fast, and he started learning a whole bunch of stuff. More than other band directors.
Zoom.
Yeah, he started incorporating all of that into our daily schedule.
Yeah.
Really. But we tried pushing through. What was it? 2 years of online? A year
and a half.
Yeah. We finally came back, and of course, he wasn't surprised that nobody practiced, and our levels
was just down. It
plummeted.
Plummeted from where we were. Because we came off my year, and then half y'all's year, y'all went to UIO, and then y'all advanced to, like, area?
Yeah, we went all the way over there to area, I think it was.
So, like, that was, like, a major improvement, because his first year, we didn't make it. My last year, which was his second year, we finally broke the barrier of, varsity.
Yeah.
And then, it was uphill from there, but then COVID. Oof. Type shit. And then how was it going back physically the first time? Because I remember the schools were blocked off. Y'all were wearing masks.
We were wearing masks and everything.
And then y'all are like near the school. Y'all are like real near. So like I knew y'all were gonna be there first.
Yeah, of course. We're always gonna. I'm always there. You already know.
And like that's the thing. Did you feel like was it weird going back? Because that was a place you could not resist. That was always a place you went to chill. Going back after COVID. How did it feel? Seeing it like after COVID struck.
Going back to the band hall, it felt almost normal.
Yeah.
To the band hall. You know how I spent all my time in the band hall, practicing, just chilling.
Yeah.
But going back to school, like classes, man, the halls were empty. There was like 1 or 2 people in every classroom, every class that you went to.
Yeah.
And then all the desks were separated. They're doing all the procedures.
Social distance, all that shit. God. And then the teacher had to pay attention because there was virtual.
Yeah,
that was the main that they were pushing.
Yeah, they were always like, their face was buried in the computer trying to get this done. And I kind of liked it that they left us in person almost alone.
Yeah.
But
y'all got kind of a free
it kind of sucked actually learning the material,
because that's taking a risk.
Yeah,
y'all were technically taking a risk being there. So like, you would think, oh, I'm taking a risk too. That was just the time. It was a weird and fucked up time, man. And then how did band recover from that? You say it plummeted. How did it kind of recover from that?
Well, I could already tell by the first time everybody came to the band room. This is the first time where everybody's gonna play together. Yeah. So, are you all ready? And we play something. Man, it was just it was horrible. Just cracks everywhere, like out of tune everywhere, and then Doorband just.
I misread that everybody. So hard. He was like, and I was like, ooh. I thought everybody was gonna come together type shit.
Nope, it did not come together.
It was every fucking where. Oh shit! I could just imagine his face.
Yeah, he has that that little smirk that he does, just like kind of let down. Yeah. But he already knew what to do after that. I was like, all right, start from back down to the basics, all the way back to freshman year. Let's start it over. Now you imagine how like me and people like Cassie, Chris, all those
y'all were experienced,
competing,
and y'all were competing, and like
we're competing during that time too.
District by district area, if y'all made it there, and then it goes up to.
So he kind of relied on us to help everybody else, because it's just too much work starting over just for one person.
Starting from one,
controlling the entire band.
Yeah. And then to like try to start from scratch at such a time when you want to really
in the middle of competitions,
when you want to hit the ground running in such a time, that's I would have tried to conjugate a little more, like, oh, these are my trusted.
He basically just rearranged everything. you know how we had our like
Yeah.
a schedule. It was like this is what's gonna. Everybody knows what's gonna happen. Well,
Yeah.
he had to redo everything. Is all right. We're gonna completely just change it all up.
I remember that when he would schedule different people elsewhere, even though like you were still needed, everywhere else.
Yeah.
But that was necessary in order to teach whoever needed it or whoever else was in that class with you.
Yeah.
You
Who was in the class?
Damn, man. And then some other fucking highlights, like, man, like UIL. I remember talking to your brother about this on like the previous version of the podcast and shit about the time competition y'all had to switch instruments and we were in the middle of the field and oh my god, we switched fucked up and I was like,
it would be cool if we could pull up that video. Man, that's crazy.
I may have that shit somewhere. If I can tune that shit to the tether it to the TV, I will. But man, that was just.
So we were supposed to. I was supposed to put my instrument down and put it to the side so my brother could pick it up so I could do my solo. So I played my solo, and whenever it was time to switch, my brother just forgot all of his markings on the field and just like improvised the entire thing. He ended up stopping in the middle of the solo right behind us. And I was like, dude, you just messed the entire show up. And then, we finished the show and then we were waiting for the results and the comments and all that.
Yeah.
And then the freaking judge, he was like, oh, the way that person stopped there, it was beautiful, it was perfect. I was like, what do you mean?
She was like, what the hell are you talking about? Because y'all lined up behind each other.
Yeah, behind
and it
each
was
other.
Like perfect almost. But me and everybody else freaking out. We're like,
everybody in the band was like, "What's going on?"
Because that part we practiced so many
over and over.
Well, we didn't really practice. Well, we did the music part because everybody else was moving. We were in a still part.
Yeah.
And fucking that also sparks the story of one time during practice. One time at band camp.
One time.
Man, you know how many times people fucking tell me that shit?
Dude,
goddamn time.
When they first told me that, I didn't know where it was from. And then they just kept saying that. I was like, what time for band?
Yeah.
And then they told me, I was like, oh, okay.
Bro, no, we're not sticking no flutes nowhere, bro. No, I don't care. I ain't into that. I ain't blowing nothing that way. I only blew a trumpet. That's all you need to blow.
Just imagine all the jokes I had playing the trombone.
Oh, yeah. All the jokes.
Middle school, I was like, okay.
We had jokes for days.
Yeah, jokes for days. And now that I'm just like, all right, I heard it all.
I heard it all, man. Now you know why all the band directors are all like, yes, yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That's different.
Yeah.
Now I understand them. Now you understand them. God damn, but I remember one time because the first time we got this movement, they were like, hey, y'all are just going to stand here for a while. And we had to watch everybody struggle to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, back. Run it again. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we're just like, damn, that's it. And then we had to play the solo part. And then over and over and over. And then, we're just talking there, sitting there. It's fucking hot. We're in the fucking pavement. You sit down on the pavement, burn your fucking skin. And I remember, I don't know what dawned on me that just started talking about, something really refreshing, really
oh, now I know what you're talking about.
Really something to quench my thirst, man. I kept talking about fucking Sprite.
Some ice cold lemon lime Sprite.
Yeah, I kept saying it fucking stop. Me and Ray just jumping off of each other like, oh, ice cold lemon lime Sprite. I can hear it bubbling in my mouth right now because we were thirsty as fuck.
Man, that just stuck for the rest of the years. It just stuck.
We just wanted a water break, and we're like, fuck it, we're walking to the store.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Robert, I want a Sprite now. I'm drinking Sprite. I don't care about water.
During lunch and band camps, go to McDonald's.
Oh.
That McDonald's ice cold.
There's something in that fucking Sprite.
Man,
there's gotta be.
You.
There's I believe there's a drug in Chick-fil-A chicken that make you want it on Sunday. There's gotta be something that makes you want that shit on Sunday.
It's like that Chick-fil-A sauce. No, the cane sauce. There's something in that cane sauce.
That makes you love it. I don't know, man. And then one of the other fucking highlights I remember is we go into it later how like adept you came at music, but a story that's a testament to that is concert band. And we always had a section because we practiced like 3 movements for concert band every year. and we ended up having to play on a stage in an empty room. People get scared about like people being full and everything, but like people kind of drown it out when people are like interacting and seeing people, because that's kind of me. Like people get scared or stage fright. I like seeing outward.
Because you have background of being on stages a lot too.
In theater.
Yeah.
Right. So I was okay with it, and then being in concert playing music and sometimes fucking up, I was okay with when I transitioned into theater. But something about an empty auditorium or an empty room, and there's 3, 4, 5 people at most, maybe, and they're all scattered to themselves. They got like a little desk to themselves, and they're talking to them. They look like crazy people.
Yeah, they look like crazy people.
Like out of context, they look like crazy people. But really, what they're doing is they're judging each and every little fucking thing they hear.
That's worse than a whole stage filled with people.
Yeah.
And then like whenever a part of the song goes silent, you could hear them mumbling.
You can hear...
Oh, he messed up on measure 23.
Yeah. You hear, oh, well, there could have been some more note inclination here. Don't let it crack.
Yeah,
let the rhythm go.
I try not to get hung up too much on that.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing about, I've been playing band music since middle school. Most of us have. And I guess my first concert was in the gym, and then the bleachers were filled with parents only.
Yeah.
Okay, this is cool. And then later moved here to high school, and then of course started doing marching band.
Yeah.
And then of course a big difference in families and just right here to a whole football field,
Yeah.
And I've always enjoyed performing without I never knew it, but and then when I moved here, my dad told me, oh yeah, we have a band, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that, because I never met my dad whenever I was growing up. So when I finally moved here, he's like, oh, we have a band. I was like, okay, cool. What kind of music is it? Oh, it's Mexican music. At the time I was just like, okay, cool. I never really willingly listened to it. It was just always there at the carne asadas that we're always having. I was like, okay, cool, I could listen to it. I never really saw myself playing it.
Yeah.
So I started going to the gigs, the quinceañeras, weddings. I was still, 14 years old, 15 years old. And then as I got older, I was able to pick up an instrument, which is a saxophone. Yeah. And there's like, why not just start playing the saxophone? I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. So saved up a little money to buy a saxophone. Sounded horrible at first. Not all prodigies sound good.
Yeah.
Of course, as behind the scenes, it's a lot of practicing.
Oh yeah,
a lot of endless
it's
practicing.
A lot. Like we took months to be able to do 3 pieces for 3 minutes. Like 3 months for 3 minutes.
With an instrument you already know how to play. You've been playing for years too.
For years on end. Yeah. Imagine the years and time, the amount of fuck ups, the amount of pages you had to do, the amount of time someone told you do it again. Yeah.
And again.
And again. Like there've been many agains.
Just imagine that, but no one to tell you what to do. You have to do all that on your own. That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work, because not everybody can learn that way.
Yeah. I remember when I first started practicing the saxophone, it was already starting to get during the cold season, and then we had like a little shed on the outside. And it started snowing, and man, I got to practice this, and I don't want to play inside, bothering people. So I went outside and snowing in the shed, practicing on my own. God damn. I don't know why I do it. Yeah. Just music
just did it.
Makes me happy, I don't know.
Yeah, and you did that in school too.
Yeah, in school.
Like when you didn't need to, pulled out your own instrument, nailed every fucking thing. Yeah. Fucking would want to take out another instrument, and then Doorbell's like, no,
put it back.
Stop fucking with it. Stop it.
Like, don't you got something to practice?
Or a true testament is in UIL. Fucking another part of the concert was sight reading, music itself, music theory. I remember. People are deathly fucking scared.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, at a quiet room. Imagine someone who's deathly quiet and they're trying to listen. Hey, do you know this shit or not?
Just like what we were saying, there's like 3 or 4 people out there in the auditorium mumbling. Okay, just imagine that, but right in front of you.
Right in front of you in a smaller room.
And then with music you've never even played before. Mm-hmm. And then you're relying on all of your peers to, get along with it, And then me, basically... being a section leader and all that, we have, before we play for the first time, we have like a little practice before we sight read,
Yeah.
and then that's whenever I was saying Doorband really relied on us to section leader step up, because if it's not for us, then the whole thing's just gonna fall apart.
Pretty much.
It's a team, work as a team.
You had to be in it to win that shit.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much. But I remember being in there. It was my final time sight reading, and people like this year felt like it was coming down to it. Like we had to know it.
Yeah,
when we get in that room, it's go time or it's sink or swim time.
Because really, that's what it is. You've been playing band since middle school, and this is like your last one. This is competition. This is it.
Yeah, this is it. How are we gonna do with this one? And I can see like the like visible anxiousness of everybody. I could see like a little bit of anxiousness on our director, because we're there.
You see it.
You see it. You read it. Like you've seen him like be in front of you this entire time, and you've played in front of him this entire time. Now you're seeing each other. It's time. It's time. And then you over here, you look at the freaking I got this shit. I don't know about y'all. I got this. I got y'all. That was all I needed. Like, you didn't have to say all that, but the look in your eye when you saw that music and everything, everything came through, and it was like, whoa, that's a lot, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, for sight reading, you can't talk. You're not allowed to talk at all.
No, not at all. It had to be very, very quiet. There was a period of time where I believe our director could not use a certain way of teaching, and then after a certain time
that was
limit,
that practice. And then when it's time for the real, all right, let's play in front of the judges.
Yeah,
all he could do is just conduct, and that's
it. No other help, no other stopping, nothing.
Yep.
And that's fuck, man. That's a true testament, though, of how like virtuous you are, because you had this kind of drive in you, you know.
Yeah, and I've. Growing up, I've always wondered, like, back in middle school, and I would always, I started playing music, and I was the same as everybody else, couldn't play anything, didn't know anything. Yeah. Just throughout the years, I started, getting better, faster. You know? And then that was, when I was living with my mom. I never met my dad at the time. Right. I just kept getting better and better. I moved over here, and my dad showed me the band, and I saw how much of a high level that my uncles are on. Right. For and those of you that don't know, my band, it's all family. Yeah. So it's all my uncles, all my tios, and then a cousin. That's why it's Gonzalez todo.
Yeah, Gonzalez. A tradition. Gonzalez tradition, or in Espanol, Spanish, La Tradition Gonzalez. Yes, hence the name, because it's all in the family, pretty much. Yeah. Almost like goddamn Jackson 5. Almost. Like, if you really want to take it there, that's what it pretty much is, you know.
Yeah, basically.
Or like Selena Quintanilla and her, Yeah. All them, man.
Yeah, it's been going.
It comes from families who got music, or I don't know.
About 2-3 generations.
Yeah, you're the third, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
man.
I saw how high level they were, and my dad he's always said, music runs through your blood.
Yeah, in the veins.
Whenever I was younger, I was like, that's not true. That doesn't make any sense. But then I saw it. I was like, okay, I see what he means now.
Yeah, man. Because you picked up on it very, very easily. And you said that his band was mostly Mexican Tejano. What were you listening to before you moved over here? Like, what was your taste back then?
Well, I grew up listening to rock.
Yeah.
All genres of rock. I listened to
Disturbed.
anything.
You got that Disturbed on there?
Went to the concert.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But, I grew up listening to rock, brothers and sisters, my mom even.
Damn.
And, I really listened to anything. But whenever I moved here, like I said, it was almost like a shock. But that just proves to you, like, you don't got to listen to just one thing. Man, I'm a hardcore rock listener, and I'm out there playing Mexican music.
Yeah.
Tejano music, norteño music.
That's a wild concept to think about, man, because you didn't think you'd be playing it. And, like, it was not on every playlist. It's not on everything. And that's just how it worked out, man. That's fucking wild. Let's see if we got an audio issue, if they could still hear us, man, because my headphones are on the fritzo. On the fritzo. Can they hear us? Am I loud and clear enough for you? Will there be an echo? Oh, is everything on the fritzo today? Audio issue, if they could still hear us, man, because my headphones are
Looking good.
Like, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. We can keep going. I feel like Joe Rogan sometimes. They'll be like, hey, you take the headphones off or put the headphones on.
Yeah.
And sometimes people are cool with that, you know?
Yeah.
But usually I've only had to have the headphones. And I've had these headphones for since high school. You remember these
Yeah,
things? Oh,
yeah.
I used to throw them. Like,
You
these
used to
are.
throw 'em.
I would throw them against the wall because they're so good. Because they were. They're military grade headphones. They still
Oh, yeah.
work to this day. The Bluetooth's kind of meh, but I've had them for however long and they still work. They've been working all this goddamn time. And so, you know, a little bit until now, which is, yeah, what does
Yeah.
it say about the quality of those headphones? You
Yeah,
know?
that just shows to you.
Yeah, I mean,
good
how
it
many
is.
headphones have you had? Or what was the best headphone you've had?
Pretty recently, I started getting into higher quality stuff. Now that I have, a good job, I could afford. Like I was just talking to you,
Yeah.
that I bought a new guitar for Black Friday.
Fuck
bought
yeah, this
equipment and stuff
guitar
like
was fucking
that.
dope. It was.
And I think the best brands that I've always had was Bose and JBLs.
Ooh, JBLs
Recently
good.
started listening to Beats, and Beats, man, they're good.
They're another
good.
level?
Yeah,
they're good?
But
Damn.
I'd say Bose is pretty good.
Bose.
Just like Bose speakers, really good.
I feel you on that. People didn't really like Beats.
Yeah, people don't like Beats, but just like AirPods and Apple is just, they are high quality. I don't care what people if they hate Apple.
I don't understand why people hate Apple. I don't.
Yeah, they're just good quality.
They are
things.
good quality. I mean, I have an iPhone.
Yeah,
you know,
me too.
It's all right.
Yeah,
But
I've had this 12 since it came out, and not a single problem.
not a single problem.
And
Man.
those that are always complaining, oh, my iPhone's all slow and all that, you're watching the wrong
You
thing.
watching the wrong thing, man. But you got this guitar for Black Friday. How many different instruments do you play?
Man.
Fucking trombone, baritone, busting out an accordion one time.
Yeah, busted out one.
Guitar, fucking
You still got that
acoustic
video?
guitar.
You still got that video? Were you there?
Which
When,
one?
When I was playing the accordion and like the whole band was
Oh,
there.
whoa.
Back whenever Jen, Benji was still there.
Oh,
My freshman year.
hold on. I think I still have that,
Man,
like
that was-
on here. That
I'll
was
never.
fucking. I think so, maybe. Baby, do I have it? Oh shit,
yeah, you
it's
do.
there, bro.
This-
Mira Joe! Oh my god! Shout out our
yeah.
homie Joe.
Jake and Joe,
Janky! I remember that
that's
shit.
Robert and Ray.
Shout
Love-
out Ray
love the
and Marco, our buddy Marco as well.
Who was that? Tony?
Hell yeah, Tony. Y Cesar.
Man, that was freshman year. What was it, your junior year?
Yeah, I still got that music. I still got that. It was written by a junior, like before us and shit. That the quality though, Jesus
Love it.
Christ,
Love
I
it.
love this quality.
Highest of quality. Yeah, we're such Mexicans.
We were such Mexicans. They were like, no Mexican music in this band hall. At least
Nor
not right now. Oh my god, brought the accordion.
Man, I just learned that song that week.
I think a better question would be: is there a fucking instrument you don't play?
Well, as far as like band, for some
Yeah.
weird reason, I couldn't play clarinet.
Clarinet?
Even though
For
people
real?
say clarinet's the easiest one, I couldn't pick it up
Huh.
for some reason. But play flute, it's easy. It's like you're blowing into a bottle. It's the same thing. Flute.
Damn.
I play saxophone, French horn, trumpet, trombone, baritone, tuba. I think my first instrument I've ever played was a guitar.
Damn. And what kind? Like an acoustic? Or?
Yeah, it's an acoustic steel
Damn.
screen.
You ever
Steel
played a bass
string.
guitar?
Yeah, bass guitar. I got one
Damn.
at the house. I bass guitar, play drums, accordion. Man, I don't know. I just pick it up and I just want to learn it. I just do it.
I think that's one attribute that made you so virtuous in all these. Like, do you think there's any other attribute you have that made you so virtuous in all these different fields of music?
I like to know things. I
Yeah.
like to gather information a lot. Like as far as anything really. Like I started a new job and I just want to learn different positions and all that. And then people notice that, like the higher ups are like, oh, he doesn't just work just for the money. He wants to learn things.
Yeah.
So that kind of helps with life in general.
Yeah, because you're able to go through each and everything a little bit more smoothly.
Just like tying back to like concert music.
Yeah.
You're not scared to fail. Just like if it's like you ask a question and you feel like, oh, is that a stupid question? No, ask the question.
Yeah, I'd rather ask.
Yeah, I'd rather ask.
I'd rather ask and be wrong, because if I'm wrong, someone could probably direct me right.
Yeah,
that's why. Or I could find an even more wrong answer that's not the right answer.
And steer away from that.
Yeah, steer away from that one. So like it goes each and every way.
And that's what I'm not really scared to be like, oh, that was a stupid question. Okay, I just asked a question.
Yeah.
And that's how I get this information. And just like playing out in concert music, people are scared and playing in public. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Some people think we're crazy.
No.
By like just being able to go in front of people and just do that.
Yeah, being a musician is being crazy.
That is kind of crazy to a degree.
I remember when I first started gigging on the weekends, my cousin, he'd always told me when I first joined, he said, being a musician is for crazy people. And I was like, what do you mean? This is amazing. I'm out here having fun, meeting new people, whatever. Like, you'll see, years later, I had played, like I just finished saying, I had a whole work week, 10 hours every day. And then I had a gig on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I leave my house at 4 and I get back at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's a whole 12 hours plus the work week. Man, on that fourth day, on that Sunday, I had probably in the whole weekend, I probably had like 3 hours of sleep.
God
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, had 3 hours of sleep.
Fuck.
I'm talking about go to work, get home, change, take a shower, leave to the gig, get back at 4 in the morning, take a shower, go to work. Yeah. And the cycle just starts over and over again. On that fourth day, man, I felt like I was brain dead, dude. I was so unbelievably tired. I've never felt that, how tired I was before.
Damn. And like there's a certain amount of brain power we need to have, because like I remember like the explanation either you or OCL gave about the kind of subtle communication. Like we kind of touched on it when you pick up on anxiousness like between each other, but musicians, they also kind of have this subtle language between each other to either read each other, say, hey, let's keep going, or hey, this part, or hey, let's do this, or like reading, keeping time. All that kind of works into play. Did you struggle during that time?
Man, I was fumbling on words, and I really don't fumble too much on words, but whenever I was tired, man, I just couldn't think straight.
Yeah,
I couldn't think straight. And then the last couple of songs at the end of the Sunday night, my lip play saxophone, so you kind of bite down on your bottom lip.
Yeah.
Man, it was bleeding. The bottom of my lip, the skin was tearing off.
Oh, fuck.
I just wasn't having it.
Nah.
But we're in the middle of a show. We can't just stop and be like, oh, he's tired, don't play no more.
Yeah.
No, you have to keep going.
It goes to the end of the night because they're paid for the end of the night.
Yeah, exactly.
So, god damn.
But
only 3 hours of sleep in that.
I just pushed through it, and then I'm telling you, the check.
Oh, the check.
Came out amazing.
Hell yeah, man.
What was that? 50 hours of work plus all 3 days on the weekend. Good money.
Good money. But
probably won't be doing that again.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be a little bit crazy to do that. There's some crazy attributes you need to have, like from loving it to wanting to do it, and then even, just knowing, too, because that's kind of a freeing thing, too. I would have, like, that's a way I didn't think about, but that is kind of a cool thing because you are knowing different things, different outlets. You're seeing people every goddamn day. You're going to different places, and you learn to work, and you also keep in touch because the part of that business, like whether it's acting, music, it's all word of mouth. It's all relationships.
Yep.
It's all building that and knowing people. You see, because you can have all the talent and not know nobody.
Yeah,
but then once you know one person, you could be, you can open another door. That leads to different things.
That's the thing that I got lucky on is whenever I moved here. Since my band has been going on for such a long time, they've already established previous relationships with bar owners, hall owners, families. to where we don't have to worry about, oh, is there a gig next weekend? Oh yeah, of course, because we've been playing for these same clubs for a long time, and they already know.
Damn, man. So what was the origin? Who like really started it in the first generation? Do you know, or?
Um, I don't really know too much, but I know that my grandpa's dad, he's the one that just, everybody played music, but they just wanted to play just for fun at the house, with all the brothers and stuff, just playing.
And it was mostly conjunto or.
It was all it's norteño music, which is cumbias, pangos, just like all that you already know. Most
like
of the
pretty
stuff.
much Mexican bailar, dance.
Yeah, accordion, the guitar, bajo sexto, drums, bass, congas.
Yeah. And so it was just like some people were parts of the family were musically inclined, doing it at home.
Yeah.
Because, some people, I'm not saying they were coming at it from like a religious standpoint, but that's how some people stem from it because what are they doing? They're playing church music or, they're coming together playing music in a certain way. So came together and then it kind of became something more.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it just kept on, I guess it just kept on growing and it just kept getting passed down.
Damn, and then your dad is the second generation.
Yeah, yeah. It was my grandpa and his dad and brothers, and then now it's to my dad, and then his brothers, my tios, and then one of the tios, his son is there, which is my cousin, and then my dad. So it's 2 cousins and then 4 tios.
And are you the youngest of the group?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Damn. And who's
19,
the oldest?
I'm 19, and then the oldest is my tio, which he is what? 50-some, 60-some, 50.
Damn, man.
He's old.
Estás viejo. He's okay, man. He's all right.
No, he's our drummer, and man, he still got it. He's got it.
Man, the drum is like the backbone of the fucking band almost. Yep. And I just love the echo of like that style from the drum because it's very, very loud, but at the same time, it's very necessary.
Yeah, necessary.
Yeah. So like, that's fucking wild. And like being that you are third generation, do you feel that you were kind of destined to carry the tradition on a little bit? Or
yeah, okay.
Or do you feel like you kind of fell into it by chance?
I kind of feel like I was, I guess you would say, destined.
Yeah.
Because it's been my tios for the longest time ever. They haven't really had any new people come in.
Right.
And then I was never living with them at the time when I first came here. They really like, oh yeah, let's do this, let's do that. And I was like, okay, cool. And then started playing. And the whole continuing this thing, I feel like I have all that weight on my shoulders now.
Yeah.
Because now I look at all my cousins, and then I don't see any of them wanting to play the kind of music and all that, which kind of makes me feel like I'm going to let them down, like my tios.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm trying, because, I don't know, the whole tradition thing, it's rough.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's rough.
Especially now because modern. Because now we're not all about tradition anymore. Everybody's trying to do
their own
something new.
Yeah.
Or anything else like that. But
even then, the music we play, it's norteño, but it's traditional. Like Ramon Ayala, old traditional music. And nowadays, no one's making old traditional music. They're all making new stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a decision that I probably have to make some days if I'm going to have to change the genre or the subgenre of music that we play.
Yeah.
So I still feel like, my grandpa wouldn't get mad if we change, because we're still continuing, we're still playing music. But that's a step that I'm probably going to have to take pretty soon, because now we're starting to incorporate newer music.
Ooh,
so the younger crowd could, hear.
Yeah.
We started, because back then they would only play like traditional music, and now we're starting to incorporate like banda music, like music that doesn't have our instruments. We just like transcribe it and hear it and play it on our instruments and play it like that.
Damn.
And that's why the younger crowd now is like, okay, cool, they're doing something new. That's why they're like listening.
There has to be a transition somehow in this modern time.
Yeah.
And trying to transition like that is, it's a transition. For lack of better words. That's what it has to be. And like, do you think Like, if you were to have a next generation, you think you'd just have a bunch of kids and just try to get them out to play?
Yeah.
I'm not Joe Jackson, don't worry.
Right.
That's fucked up.
God.
Oh god. No, I think I joked about that once. I was like, that would be cool, but I don't know. Like you probably want to spend more time with your kids, man.
Yeah, and that's another thing about the whole playing every single weekend, working all the time
Yeah.
is family. Like at your house family.
Yeah. Like
Now
usually,
that I moved in with my girlfriend and my brother's living with us too,
yeah.
she has school and she has work.
Yeah.
And then I'm always playing the weekends and our schedules don't line up all the time. Of course, for anybody, that's going to bring up problems.
Yeah, of course.
But that's the thing about being a musician. Like my cousin said, is being a musician is for crazy people.
It's crazy people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so
then
you're just having to make it work.
yeah, and I can't imagine people who do it and they're not related to those people, or some people who venture out by themselves.
Yeah.
And they have to do a lot in order to do that.
Keep up.
Keep that up.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to keep up. It'd be easier to be at home,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
Yeah.
there's a different path there. And I think I think that alleviates that, being that y'all are family,
Yeah, and that's a good thing too, that like since we're family, we look out for each other.
Yeah.
We don't really do drugs, do none of that, because trust me, where we go, there's nothing but drugs out there.
Yeah.
Nothing but alcohol. We play at clubs.
Partying and crazy people.
Yeah, we go out to Dallas, Grand Prairie, Garland, everywhere out there, Denton. And there's just crazy people out there, crazy Mexican people out there.
Yeah.
So you already know it's...
Shit, what's the worst place y'all been to in your experience?
Okay, worst as in...
Like...
people? Or
ooh.
Like the area or like the place?
I think when I wrote that, I was like thinking area, but people could make a fucking area that as well.
Yeah.
So like, I think people would be more interesting.
Like, okay, let's say as far as a building,
Yeah.
the worst place is there's this one small, it was just a hole in the wall.
A hole in the wall.
It was just a rat hole. That's what it was, and it smelled like sewage. It was just bad, and they gave us a little corner, probably about half of your room.
What
to
the
fit
hell?
all of our stuff and all of us there. We were struggling the whole time. The dance floor was probably about the size of your room.
What the hell?
And then the bar counter was just there.
It was just
taking
there.
up all the space.
With no seats.
No seats.
No seats. It was
nothing.
one of those takeaway bars.
Yeah, it was.
Hell no!
It was out there by Lancaster.
Damn.
I think it's called like Silver Horse or something like that.
Damn.
Caballo something, I don't know. But man, everybody was smoking in there. There was no AC in there. There was no windows. Man, we got home. I felt like burning my clothes. It smelled so bad.
So smoky in there.
I didn't want to put my clothes like with other things. It was bad.
I've been to a club before, and it was like that, where it's smoky everywhere. Some people are smoking. Even when people are smoking weed, man.
Yeah.
Like, I like that smell more, but God, even if you do, and even if it's gassy, skunky like that, type shit, it doesn't get rid of that fucking smoke, man. Like fucking burn wood, smoky.
You can be in a room that's smoky and you don't mind it.
Yeah,
but there's to the point where it's too much.
Too much. One time I was in like a little insulated area and there was someone was smoking menthols, and I was like, after a while, I was like, fuck, man. My head feels everywhere. I felt like going to sleep, but then like I laid down for like 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, need to catch my breath. I'm not even smoking the fucking things, and I'm feeling fucking lightheaded. The hell's going on, man? And one of the kind of, or not one of the last things is about music, but since you've kind of carried this talent on from school, do you think you'd ever write, produce, or record your own original stuff?
That's a dream of mine. One thing is making originals. Yeah. Because just like I was saying, we play traditional music, which traditionally gets passed down. It's always the same music. Yeah. But making originals, it's tough. You have to have real talent to make originals. Yeah. And as far as like studying in school and all that. Yeah. So like I mentioned, my girl she's in college. Yeah. And we have our own house. We can't both be at college because we're not going to make it, like, as far as money. Yeah. So right now, I think the plan is for her to finish up her college, and then whenever she's out, I could get in there, study more about music,
Ooh.
and maybe start doing some type of producing. I want to learn all that stuff.
Hell yeah, like
Because I know they got classes out there for
like
stuff
music
like
and
that.
sound engineering.
Sound engineering,
They
yeah.
have like degrees off for that, man. Like that was kind of one of the things I was gonna lead into about like with that having all that. Like, would college be in mind for you? It's just because you already have, you're paying bills with the gigs and whatever, and it's a matter of saving.
Yeah.
So sadly, we're not in school no more. So I wouldn't say, hey, try to outdo somebody in music and then try to get a scholarship, because that's what you almost would have to do.
Yeah.
Because in that climate, but like it would kind of be out of pocket.
Yeah.
Sadly, but it's something that you want to do. I was gonna ask what field of study if you wanted to get into it.
Yeah, of course it would be the music. As being at school, I was never really too good at school.
The academic part, yeah, I feel exactly the same way.
Like I could pass, barely, but I could pass.
Like you would try, and then some shit would be easy, or there'd be days where
like music is everything, and if it wasn't for music, I probably wouldn't even pass high school, because you
had to have good grades.
I had good grades. Just like football, sports, you have to have good grades in order to pay.
In order to compete, you had
that little saying, "No pass, no play."
No pass, no play. People stretch that shit. Let's not lie to nobody. Some people stretch that shit. But then there was our director. I don't mean to drop names here, but it was so fucking funny. Caesar, you have a 30 in this class. Fucking emails with so many exclamation points. Like, you have a 60. Get this up.
No shame.
You're fine.
No shame.
You're good. Like,
man,
no.
also like attendance too. He saw that I had a tardy on one class. The next day, he walked me down the hall so I wouldn't be late.
Let me make sure you go to class.
Announcing it to the whole school while I was walking. Ian will not be late to class again.
God damn it.
Man, that dude was something else.
Man, at least there'll be like a little more freedom if you study music in like college or whatever.
Yeah, freedom.
And then it depends what you do as well, because like I'm not saying go there, but if you went to UNT, there's so many different music opportunities at UNT, from the different bands they have, or just the different fields of study with music.
I'm always talking to Jen, Genesis.
Oh yeah.
And she's up there in UNT. She was doing music, and I think she's doing like folklorico, like dancing and all that stuff. And
that's what's up, man.
She always posts like concert over there in UT, and man, concerts are really good.
Oh man, for college concerts they go all out.
All out,
man. Like
and UNT was my dream school.
Oh,
because the jazz program over there, amazing.
Man, I saw in the news like about a couple weeks ago, or about maybe a month ago, fucking that it's about 100 years almost. 100 years of having that program.
Yep.
Holy hell.
Those are talented students.
Those are talented students. And to keep that going for so long, too.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough. I mean, imagine high schools having to try to keep their band alive. Imagine a college. Like high school had to do its thing to run. I don't want to even get into how a college has to run. Yeah. I don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
But, like, it's an achievement.
Yeah,
that's an achievement.
Whenever at school, whenever I was competing for jazz, I made it to the concert, the area.
Yeah, area.
And for jazz, and the director that they gave us was actually the director for UNT. So I kind of had a little taste of how it was over there. Man, they're high demanding, very high demanding. Man, it's just nice to play with other people that are on your level and who just has their own ideas. Yeah. It's crazy.
And it goes back to relationships. You never know where people can go. And those type of people are fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of just knowing somebody. And then the opportunity arises. But then coming off of music, fucking finally, a thing you've had to do, traveling around, definitely in those fucking 40 hours you were awake, or goddamn, you had to eat. What are some of the best places you've eaten in this area since you moved here?
So in this area?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. As far as, like, let's just say Mexican food. Man, you could go down to a little truck over here. They have some good stuff.
It'll be alright. It'll be good every time.
I I like tortas. Love tortas. Amazing.
Tortas. You love tortas?
tortas.
Damn. So you prefer tortas over tacos? Oh!
I think I would say yes. Like taquitos, probably. I would probably choose it.
Damn.
Have you been to Guajardos? You know where that's at?
Guajardos. The beans. Oh,
the beans. Man, I gotta say, if you're at Northside,
if you're in Northside, Guajardos, man, the beans are amazing. Good. And shout out here, man. Make sure they give you more beans and bean juice. I mean, shit will make you shit, but still, more beans and bean juice, please. Please, man. But like, what are some other places? We mentioned Cane's. Cane's is a good one.
Oh yeah. I think recently we started getting to Cane's.
Cane's is more of a regional because it's either Cane's or Zaxby's.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
I used to like Jack in the Box a lot, but it kind of got old.
Jack in the Crack. Yeah. I don't eat Jack in the Crack no more.
Yeah, I really don't.
I really eat McDonald's, but McDonald's is alright.
Yeah, McDonald's alright. It's just you fall back on that. Yeah. If there's nothing.
Water. Did you have water for where you were before?
It was a small town, and we had to travel a far distance to get into like where the closest Walmart was at.
Yeah.
So and that's where all the restaurants are at. So we never really went over there.
Damn.
But whenever you're living out there, basically in Mexico, you have good food out there.
Hell yeah.
As in like make groceries and stuff like that. You make at the house, homemade, delicious.
Oh man, and especially homemade because they do it all from fucking scratch. And there's just a different.
Man, if you've ever been to Mexico?
No, never.
If you get the opportunity, you need to go.
Oh, I need tacos from Mexico.
First thing you do, get food.
Oh yeah.
Ask a local somebody, hey, where's the best food I could go to? They'll point you in the right direction. Amazing.
Don't eat the street meat.
Yeah, don't
eat the street meat. It contains a parasite that'll make you very sick.
That mystery meat.
Mystery meat. Oh God, man. Fucking piercings and tattoos.
Oh.
God damn, man. How was that? I only have one tattoo, man, but I don't know. I never put piercings in my ears. I never
like I was saying, I grew up with my mom.
Right.
From when I was born to middle school. My mom had always said, I don't care, like how you turn out to be. I don't care if you turn out to be gay or you do this, do that. Just as long as, you're not doing drugs, you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want. Okay, cool. And then I moved over here with my dad, and he was just real that stereotypical, strict, religious Mexican.
Yeah.
No tattoos, no piercings, you can't be gay, all that stuff.
Whoa.
And I was like, dang.
Damn.
So, I was, growing up, I've always wanted a tattoo. Always. And piercings, I never really, like I always joked around with my dad, like, I'm gonna get an ear piercing. Like, oh, you better not, this and that.
You better fucking not.
And then I don't know. I went to go visit my mom during COVID, actually.
During COVID,
yeah.
Damn.
I was supposed to go there for spring break. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, spring break, and then that spring break turned into fucking 2 years.
2 years. 2 years later.
But yeah, and then just like I was saying, the nearest Walmart's like fucking far away. So we're there, and my brother and I would like to go skateboarding or on the bike. So let's go to Walmart. Let's buy some milk or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we went over there, and I saw that the piercing thing was there. I was like, fuck it. I asked my mom, I was like, hey, can I get a piercing? She was like, half asleep. Yeah, whatever. I was like, I bet. So you know how when you're under 18, you need a parent signature?
Yeah, parent signature, sign you off.
My brother was with me, and he was 18 at the time. 18 or 19. And then it was like, oh, this is my guardian, and he just signed it. And I was like, I bet. Got both my ears pierced.
Yeah.
And then
they did the gun?
Yeah, they did the gun.
Damn it.
Yeah, it was at Walmart. People were like, worst choice to go to Walmart for your piercing.
For your ears. Might as well go to Claire's, the
little
girl store.
Well, I said, fuck it, why not? So I just did it. And then I came back home. I was like, oh, you actually did? I thought you just... No, I got it. But, yeah, I got back home here to Fort Worth. And then my dad just had a breakdown.
Oh, fuck.
I kind of felt bad because he started, like, crying and stuff like that. Because he was like, oh, my son, he has ear piercings now. And he's gonna start doing drugs and killing people now.
Ugh!
That's what I feel like he thinks.
I mean, holes in your ears don't really mean anything.
That's what I'm saying.
They're holes in your ears. I mean, they'll close if you take them out
Yeah.
too fucking long.
Well, and then I started, growing older, and I got my own house now, and you can't tell me what to do anymore.
I was like, you can't get me down, Dad.
I just waited, saved a little money up, and I was like, told my girlfriend, hey, let's go get a tattoo. I was like, for real? Yeah, I bet. Went to the stockyards.
Damn.
Got a tattoo.
Stockyard tattoo?
So my first tattoo, if y'all guys could see it.
I can see that.
It's a guitar.
Damn, man, that's fucking dope.
It was good.
I only got this small one. That's it, but I want to add more.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna get
Oh!
more.
What are like some ideas you got?
Well, like I was saying, growing up, we would listen to rock. And then, rock kind of influences a lot of body modifications.
Oh, yeah, they do.
And then I'm going to get sleeves. I'm going to do whatever. And then I started also stretching my ears. So I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, kind of.
Started stretching them.
You stretching. Shit. Does that hurt? Like a lot or nah?
Nah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? God damn.
If you do it right, it's going to hurt, but you should be fine.
Fair enough.
But I said, fuck it, why not? And it kind of looks weird, playing on stage with Mexican music and having like stretched ears and tattoos and all that stuff.
I mean,
but hey, it's the present now. It's not old times anymore.
Yeah, present, but you're still doing the old thing though.
Yeah, still doing the old.
Oh
tradition.
yeah, and still playing it good too.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, but there's one tattoo I got, like, this Coraline. That shit. I want to get that one with just all nothing but all colored in, but like I want it not to be blue, like actual color. I still want it to be blackened to a degree, but all black and white like this. Just
I already got a picture of what I want.
What?
I already talked to my tattoo artist and everything. I'm just waiting to save up money for it because tattoos get pretty expensive.
Oh yeah, man, and plus. Like, this doesn't look like much. Friday the 13th, I could have... Damn! Motherfucking sleeve! Damn! It's fucking dragon, and there's a fucking lion. God damn!
I was going to be on this arm. I think I'm going to save this one for, like, Chinese art, Japanese art.
Japanese art would be cool.
And then
like,
this one for music.
Like, one Japanese style art was, like, Avatar. Fucking the elements.
Yeah.
I want to get those. I want to get those elements right here, so like I can have all the elements type shit, all of them. But like I don't know, for some reason, like just Japanese imagery was always cool because I like that anime style. The art style is so like in any like way, whether it's like the old style, like from like Cowboy Bebop, the 90s and 80s version, it looks very comical.
Yeah.
The newer stuff looks cool too because it's very animated,
they got modern
that looks nice. But then there's also what's the other style? That's what I was gonna bring up. Boondocks. Everybody references it as black anime.
Yeah, black.
That's
anime.
what it is. Like anime is so many different styles. I just love like the art style of it, all the imagery of it, even from lettering or to mythological stuff like Oni. I kind of want like an Oni on me for some reason, like a demon, but it's a Japanese demon.
Yeah, you should look up some tattoo ideas for those and. They look good.
They look
really good.
I have, and they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and they get well deep into them. They look fucking
fierce
and shit.
Thing, you would have to take your time and find the right person to do it. Because if you put $1,000 into someone who don't know what they're doing, man, you're stuck for the rest of your life.
For real, man.
Me personally, I would rather put as much money it takes to get out what I want from it. You know what I mean? That goes with anything. Like, if I want to get this quality instrument, I'm going to save up that money to buy that instrument.
Exactly.
Nothing but quality.
Exactly. Like, it takes time, but it's better to have your quality or, whatever you please at that time.
Yeah.
And finally, the final thing, the Snoop Dogg quick-fire questions.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. You're like, what is this? Because Snoop Dogg, he has his own thing, what is it? The GG Network, the Double G Network, where he interviews people and shit, and he does like this questionnaire, answer to the best of your ability type thing. And I was like, damn, that's cool because you ask like the yes or no, and so many yes or no's are very interesting to a degree. And it's certain yes or no's too that like make it, to the person, because you can ask any yes or no and people will be like, oh, this, that. But if you ask someone that someone likes, then they'll give you like there's a reason why it's yes or no. First thing you do when you wake up in the morning.
Turn off my alarm.
Shut that shit off so I can wake the fuck up. Hot or cold?
Cold.
Ooh, brass, woodwind, or percussion?
Brass, all the way.
Brass, yeah. Fuck it, I got a bracelet over there. Trumpet. People kept thinking it's Trump. It's trumpet, not Trump.
Oh, it's the one that you got from...
We were musicians in a wrong time.
Is that the one that you got from UIL?
Yeah, UIL. We were musicians in a wrong time.
At the wrong time,
At the wrong fucking time, man. Tacos or burgers?
Tacos.
Ooh. Favorite position or part?
Or part?
Yeah. Position is that question he throws people off with. Like when you think position, people think sexual position?
I was about to say,
or he was like
position or part. Oh, music.
You could have said part for music, or fucking. He was like, I didn't ask about doggy style, man. You could have said forward and basketball, quarterback and football, goalie and football. I guess like favorite part in music, that would be a better question. Like which part did you prefer? Because there was always the first, second, third.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I love the first part.
The first part.
It's always higher notes, more melody.
Tortas or pupusas? I
already answered that question.
Fucking tortas already. But like with all that, all this Mexican food, the one good thing I like to ask people is rojo salsa, red salsa, or verde, green.
Man. I usually always go for the green, the verde.
Yeah.
But sometimes if I see that red salsa and it's like a thick, dark red salsa, I'm like...
With like the little seed on it. White.
I have to have that.
Yeah.
I need it.
I eat red more than green, man. I fucking love that shit. Favorite thing to make or cook?
Pastas. I love making pasta.
What's your favorite type of noodle?
I'd say bow ties.
Bow ties.
Yeah,
I don't really eat bow ties, but
there's different feeling in your mouth.
It is a different feeling instead of curves or something like that.
If not, I like fettuccine. I love long, thick noodles. Love fettuccine.
Hell yeah! Favorite drink?
Any type of drink, alcoholic, non-alcoholic.
Ooh, let's do alcoholic, non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic. Ice cold lemon lime
Sprite. Damn,
McDonald's Sprite.
Hey, McDonald's Sprite. That's
man. I bought the pack of cranberry Sprite from Walmart.
Yeah.
Man, it's not as good as it used to be. They used to make it really good, and
they
now it's just like, what?
It was like a holiday thing that was
cool. Yeah, and I was like, man, this is whack.
Whack as fuck.
And then alcoholic. Lately, I've been drinking Crown and Sprite.
Crown and Sprite.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, that's a good combination. I like Crown and Coke or Crown and Dr Pepper. It's got to be cold for me too.
I say Sprite because I don't drink Coke. I haven't drinking Cokes, Pepsis, and any dark sodas in a long time.
I thought you would fucking bust out and say Arizona.
Man, I wanted to say Arizona because you already know.
God, every day Arizona tea, man.
Every day.
Every day.
Since freshman year to almost high school? I stopped that towards the end.
Yeah.
But man, I would walk to the store, grab 2 Arizonas every fucking day.
You would think we were drinking Tall Boys every fucking day because the Arizona fucking big ass. Fuck inflation.
Cheap as fuck.
Hey, fuck inflation and fuck being an adult. Why is the Arizona more than $1?
Yeah, that's why. Why does it say 99 cents on there?
On the can. Why does it say 99 cents on the can?
It's so cheap.
I know. You can be drinking that all lunch in class, and then you finish your drink. It'll last all day. Then they had the bottles too.
Yeah, the bottles.
But I prefer the cans though.
Cans taste, but if they're in the plastic, it doesn't taste good.
Nah, man. How many times a day? Oh no, that's not yours. I was about to ask a question. How many times a day you think of the nasty? That was the question I had for someone else.
All of them.
All day. Favorite dead musician?
Favorite dead?
Yeah.
I say Hendrix.
Damn.
He got skills like a dog. Rest in peace.
And left-handed too.
Left-handed, man.
Left-handed. That kind of threw me for a loop when I learned that about him because I'm so used to.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine.
Because I was looking at the videos. I thought since it's old quality, the videos flipped. But no, he's actually playing left-handed.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And then sometimes he wouldn't even play on 6 strings. He would play on like these 12-string guitars, or it's just crazy. They sound good.
And then the pedal step too.
Yeah,
he always mixing up
his
with that.
pedals. Womp, 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 womp.
Oh no! I gotta end it on that song. That song goes hard. But favorite musician that's alive.
Ooh.
So that could be like current. It could be.
Man, it's crazy because I listen to so much music. There's rock.
There's rock. There's any kind. I mean,
Man, I would say I admire a lot of jazz musicians because I
Ooh.
started doing jazz in high school, and
yeah,
ever since our band director showed us that, I couldn't stop listening to jazz anymore.
yeah.
If I listen to jazz, I like it's so hard, so hard. Man, I can't answer that question.
Damn, for real? Oh shit! Like you'd have to have like a list.
Yeah,
almost.
I would have a list.
Damn, man.
Because I think of one, I'm like, I'm gonna say this one, and I'm like, no, but this one, no, but this one.
No, but this one. Damn, man, that's crazy. And the final one is the last thing you do when you go to sleep. First question was what you do when you wake up. This one is when you go to sleep. What do you do?
I was gonna say put the alarms on, but I would say chug a big glass of water.
Big old glass of water.
So I could wake up and I have to get out of bed because I gotta go pee. Because if I don't, I'm gonna stay in bed.
Yeah.
Hey, do what you gotta do to wake up and go to work.
For real, for real. And speaking of work, we finished this work. We're all done through the notes. Damn, man, I appreciate you coming on.
Oh yeah.
It's your first time coming on here.
First
I
time.
never asked.
I've always wanted to, but
What,
I've
for
never.
real?
Yeah. I don't know why I haven't even asked you.
Me neither. Like
That's what
I could have done it sooner. But me, I kind of felt like, hey, it needs to be at a certain point in time.
Yeah.
Plus,
yeah.
you have more for me to show and like be able to promote and whatever. Because other people, like I can go asking saying, hey, you want free promotion, and like sometimes that's what people would want, and I would think people would want that. Like me, if someone said that for me, I'd be like, fuck yeah, do it.
Oh yeah.
But like some people be giving the cold shoulder, and I have nothing to promote.
No, yeah, of course.
But
like I said, back when I said when we always have a bar or club to play at.
Yeah.
We love playing there, but we would rather play at events like quinceañeras, wedding, parties. It's just more lively, more fun, and I don't know if y'all need quinceañeras, weddings.
Yeah, hit
Call
that
us,
number up.
call
Hit that
us.
number up. And that transition is brought to you by La Tradition Gonzalez. That number on your screen. Let's play this motherfucking badass while we get out of here. That 817-798-9851. Again, 817-798-9851 for La Tradition Gonzalez. Follow our guest if you so please. But follow us on Instagram. Follow me. Because, man, the lifespan of this podcast, we're going to be having clips for weeks. Come on. Come on. The lounge was here. We had your disclaimer. You had it. La Tradition Gonzalez, the Gonzalez tradition. Bye.